Hello guys, Nigel here with you again, and I've got a couple of kit, well, not kit reviews, but aftermarket reviews for you. First of all, we're going to look at the Army Cast B-1B 10 store conventional bomb module, or CBM. This comes with a basic CBM, or we've got an upgraded CBM. So not really, I'm not big up on all the weaponry and everything, but we'll have a look at the kit and it is really nice. And we've also got the metallic details, B-1B Lancer nozzles, jet nozzles for the 1/48th Revell kit, and these include the cans at the back of the engines as well, because the ones on the kit are a joke. You don't want to be using the standard kit parts there. So and the exhaust nozzles are also a joke. So basically we're going to use this book here for our reference. This is the Deco Publications Uncovering the Rockwell B1 Lancer, as you can see from the title and without the light glare. And this is a beautiful book. All of these Deco Publications Uncovering the are amazing. I'm waiting for a B2 one to come out. But yeah, some really fantastic detail shots. You know, stuff like this up in your undercarriage bays and stuff. Really nice. You know, really good close-up interior shots. They're lovely books. I've also got the one here on the B52H, which is a must-have if you're building those kits. So we'll start off by looking at this CBM. Now I'll show you what it says in here. So basically, in the early 90s, they had these. They were restricted to carrying Mark 82s, and they had a 28 store conventional bomb module. Okay, and then they changed by early 96. They changed to this 10 store module, which you can see here. So we've got tactical munitions dispensers on the 10 store CBM shown here, and then here's a diagram of what it's all about. So you can see that there. You can pause it, have a read if you want to, and then we can see some detailed shots. Okay, and there's one being loaded into the aircraft. So basically they are modules that go in onto the same mountings as these rotary launchers. Now the kit one that comes with the model is very basic. It's basically just a plastic cone. I think it's also wrong because it's got a cone on both ends and no detail. The B52 add-on set from HPH has this in it, and I think it's well worth using that in this model if you're going to go for super detailed bomb bays. So let's have a look at what's in the box. Very expensive. This was $59.95. I got this from Aviation Megastore. By the time it got to the UK with the postage and everything, it was like £75. It was ridiculous. So but this stuff, Army Cast, it tends to come and go apparently, so I thought I'll grab it while it's there because it does look very nice. You can see, if I get you close up, you can see the detail is quite astounding, and it comes with all the PE and the rubber and everything. So here's the actual body of the module itself. We've got some decals in there and the rubber hosing. I don't know if I can get in close enough. You can see it's like a twin rubber hosing there. And then we've got all the resin parts. I'm not going to get these out, but you can basically see we've got all these resin parts. There's the bulkheads and the actual mountings there. And you can see all these little attachments, all these little resin molded attachments. They've all got holes in the ends ready for you to put your rubber in with a drop of super glue. And yeah, beautifully molded. Got some pipe work in there and everything. You see there's a pipe there which is beautifully done with some insulation wrapping around it. So yeah, really nice. This here, I'll get this one out because the moulding on this is some of the best resin moulding I've ever seen. It's really nice. There you go. See in there, got some lovely rivet detail. Not sure if it's raised. No, it's actually recessed rivet detail. So yeah, lovely, really nice indeed. So and then in here we've got a bag with no less than 2 sheets of photo etch. So all our little boxes to fold up and brackets and everything for the actual locators for the bombs. I'll give you a close up of that. Very nice indeed. Got these here, these boxes that fold up, and then those resin ends I showed you go in these holes, and then the cables come out of there and they become your big junction boxes. And on the other side, more and more tiny parts, and you can see all these little straps here. These are the straps that hold the wiring in, you know, the clamps that wrap around the cabling. sorry, this is the clamps that wrap around the cabling. These here, you've got a double and a triple. So yeah, really impressive little set. So that was why I bought it. Instructions, just quickly whip through these. Really nice set of instructions. You have to make your choice. You've got the CBM and then the upgraded CBM. So you've got a green hexagon for the upgraded and a red hexagon for the standard. So it says here, read these instructions carefully before you begin. Believe me, you need to. It's very complex with all the different chopping and changing you've got to do. So yeah, really nice. You've got the pipework there being assembled, and then you're assembling the actual carriers there. Over the page, more assembly here. So it's telling us to cut some resin away from those. I don't know why. And then photo etch brackets going on here. Lots and lots of photo etch. You can see all these unions going into those boxes there. And then we've got the, this is page 3. It says here 3 of 4. And then we've got the actual top view here. So this is looking up into the bomb bay, if you like. So it's actually a bottom view, if you like. And it's telling you where all these assemblies go, and then they give you a wiring diagram to show you how all the cables go in. And then you're fitting more resin parts in here, fitting all your actual launchers in there. And then again, we've got stencils, we've got decals to go in there, which is a nice touch. Bombs aren't included. They call out the Edard ones, but I don't really know if you'd want to put bombs on here and cover all that beautiful detail up. As you can see on the front of the box, you know, with the bombs you can't really see anything without you. It's all there. So I think I'd be tempted to go without the bombs. There's those straps which you've got, extremely magnified, and then it's telling you how to get the form into your rubber. You put the super glue in there, glue it in, and then put some super glue in the middle, hold it for 1 to 3 minutes, and it retains that shape. So there you go. So really nice. And then you've got the parts call out there at the back. So that's part 1 of this review. So we'll get this out of the way, and then we'll have a look at part 2 of this review. And these are the exhausts. Now if we look in here again, back to this uncovering the B1 book, we can see we've got the, I'm going to stand up and make sure you can see this. These are the early type with the covered nozzles, okay, and that's basically what I think the kit is trying to depict and doing a very bad job of it. These are the actual, this is what you're getting in this resin set, so you can see they're beautiful, the turkey feathers all exposed, and then you've got the exhaust rings inside. We also get the exhaust here. This is the exhaust in the centre for the APUs. There we got some images there of it all fired up. I remember years ago seeing one of these take off from, I think it was Fairford, and it just, the noise and the sound and the sight of it just take it off and going nearly vertical was absolutely incredible. So let's have a look at this. This is the Metallic Details set 4835. I want to give these guys a shout out. This is what company I got it from, on eBay, PM Store. Now this isn't to be confused with Phil Flory's model shop, Phil and Matt's Models or something it's called. Very good shop, don't get me wrong. Phil and Matt's Models, great prices, great range. Go take a look. This is PM Models, plastic-models-store.com, and they're based in the Ukraine. They sell through eBay. It says on here, you know, hi there, and don't give me negative feedback. But the reason I'm giving these guys a shout out, the price was good, the delivery was really quick, the packaging was some of the best I've ever seen. I mean, this came in a cardboard box with polystyrene foam wrapped around it. Then the box had some sweets inside as well, which was a nice touch. And then the box was all sellotaped up, and then the whole thing was wrapped up in the black, you know, the black sort of cling film that you get, and then that was all sealed up with tape. It was, you know, it could have been kicked around a football field in a torrential rainstorm, and it still would have arrived like this. So well done guys, thank you very much. As I say, I love my packaging, and if you do a good job I will give you a shout out. So that's that company there, give them a look. Right, I've got a few metallic detail sets for the various aircraft. Some of the stuff is really nice. The set they do for the C5 Galaxy, I think the engines are a bit misshapen, and I've made some resin ones. So what we got in here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of resin parts. And then we've got a simple little instruction sheet. So you can see there it's very, very basic. So you've basically got these engine rear ends, so there's no plugs or anything to cut off. So they're going to go in on the back of your standard engines. Then you're going to fit your APU exhaust there. You've got your can going in, then the outer shroud's going to go over, and then you're going to fit your nozzle. I think you fit nozzle inside the shroud and then put the shroud on after. And then you've got all the actuators going on here. Now, I've had this kit for years, the B1 kit I've had for years, and I've built a couple of the Edard ones of these, and they're lovely as long as you build them right. But once they're built, they're very, you touch them and they just, the turkey feathers delaminate and do this and everything. So it's really, really good to have this set come along with these beautifully detailed resin exhausts. So let's have a look inside here if I can get it open. Right, so rather than you listen to all the rattling, I've got some out now. So we've got these lovely wheels on the back here, and you can see there's a little moulded in. I thought it was a piece of dust, but it's a little tube in there. There's one there at sort of 5 o'clock, and there's one there at 11 o'clock. You can see they're beautifully moulded, really, really nice. And then these are going to go with the hole at the top, I'm guessing, and then our APU exhaust is going to sit in there in the middle. Then we're going to fit this can. Now there's a piece of excess resin on here, the pour plug, so we're going to cut that away or sand it away, and that's going to fit in there. And then you've got the outer covering, which is going to go on here. Now there's no orientation marking, there's no key on here for which way it goes, so you're going to have to check your references and make sure you get these rivet lines. You can see there's split lines in the actual part. Get it in the light. You've got the split line there with the rivets along it, or screws, whatever they are, and you need to make sure you get them in the right orientation. So that's going to go over like that, and obviously once that plug's removed, it's going to sit right back. And then the actual exhaust nozzle, once you cut this plug away, is going to go inside there. So it's going to end up, what you're going to see from outside is going to look something like that. Okay, it's got to go a bit further than that, but you've got basically that, and you can see on here the detail on that can, on those turkey feathers, I mean, is absolutely stunning. And then you're going to add these actuators, which are beautiful little mouldings in themselves, and they've been moulded with transportation in mind. You've got the obviously the big blocks on the end. There's a little moulding leg on each one supporting them, so really, really nice. Very beautifully moulded. So yeah, very, very impressed with that. And as I say, when you actually compare this to the photos in the book, I think we can agree that's pretty darn close. Very nice indeed. You can see the detail inside there as well is quite stunning. It's almost translucent. It's so thin you can see light through it there. Look. So yeah, really, really nice. Cost wise, I think this was about £35 with free delivery and everything on eBay, which was a really, really good price. I want to get the intakes, not the ducts, the actual intake nozzles themselves. You can get the Barracuda Studio ones, which come with fixed. You got the vanes on the side which open and close. See if I can find them in here while I'm talking. You get the Barracuda Studio ones, and they come with the vanes fixed. And then you've got the here we go here. You've got these vanes on the sides, and they actually open and close to increase or decrease the size of the opening. And yeah, the Barracuda Studio ones come with them fixed. I can't remember if they're fixed open or fixed closed. But the metallic details ones give you the options of having them open or closed. The actual kit ones, I've spent hours and hours and hours blending them and getting them to look good, but no, they're wrong. They're B1A size. So yeah, we need to be getting some aftermarket ones of them. I've also ordered a set of wing. It's called wing mechanism or something. It's all the flaps and slats for the wing, so you can have the wing display with it all open, which looks great. And that's made again by the Armory store, this company here who made this, so I can imagine it's going to be really, really nice quality. It's about £100, but I bought that because I looked everywhere for it. Everywhere was out of stock, and then all of a sudden a company called 48ers in Greece said they have a limited stock coming in, so they're limiting to 10 orders. So I ordered one of them, or pre-ordered it, so they're due in November sometime. So yeah, there we go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. Keep your eyes peeled for more stuff coming along. The B-52 noses are coming along. You can see here I've made a resin windscreen so you can get a better look, because when you look at it like this, when you look at these B-52 noses like this, it's kind of, it looks kind of weird with no glazing in this. So I thought I'd make a resin copy of the glazing. There's a better one there. And I thought I'd make a resin copy of the glazing, and then we can sort of get an eye for how it's going to look then. And I've decided I'm just going to fatten this out slightly and a bit more work in there. So they're coming along very, very nicely. So anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that like, hit subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.